Hi, this is Bob for Bob's Movie Reviews, and today I'm going to attempt to review a movie I watched recently on Netflix instant streaming called House. And Netflix listed this as a B horror movie, and boy is it B. Just really cheesy, kind of like everything you could tell was just like really cheap latex masks and like hand and arm things that they wore, and kind of confused what this movie was even about. It really doesn't have never tells you, and almost nothing in it I think makes any sense. So it's rated R, 93 minutes, and IMDb does list it as a horror/comedy, and that's kind of what I was wondering too. Netflix didn't say anything about being a comedy, but just kind of like the music choices they used seemed really funny, and like at one point the guy's like wearing a army uniform type thing, and he like jumps over all the stairs and he jumps outside, and it's got Norm, I think it is, from Cheers, and it's kind of like weird, almost kind of funny at some points. It's not really a funny movie, just it feels like a funny tone sometimes. I think it has George Wendt, William Katt, and is that the guy Michael Ensign? Yeah, I think that's the guy. No, he's in it, but I'm trying to figure out. I'm not sure who he was. So this movie is about and this is one of the really confusing parts, is there's no real timeline given on how long it is between all these events, because this old woman hangs herself, and her nephew, I guess, inherits her house, and he comes to live there, but he lived there before with his wife and kid, and their son just disappeared. Like, he was there 1 minute and he was gone. They could never find him. They ended up moving out and getting divorced, and now they're not together. But there's no. How long has that been? Because the other guy they didn't know that he lived there, and so it seems like a long period of time. But then later, it doesn't seem like a very long period of time. So he moves into the house, and all these kind of weird things start happening. He's like seeing. He calls them ghosts, but they're like more like these cheesy monsters. Like, he opens the closet door and just this giant, I don't even know, it's like this giant glob thing with like faces and arms, and it like grabs him, and then he's trying to catch it, and then he shoots one, and then it ends up being his wife, and the cops come, and they don't know, and they leave, and there ends up being like these portals in his house, like the closet and the medicine cabinet, and like they take you to these other places, and there's like all these weird looking monsters, and it doesn't make any sense. There's no rhyme or reason to what's happening. There's no explanation, and like they're like, oh, we have your son, and like all this stuff, and eventually Norm comes and helps him, and I don't know, it's just so weird, and it's just so out there. I definitely wouldn't say it's bad. I just think it's like lacking any real answers for anything. Like, you just gotta accept that this is what happened, and there's no explanation behind it, I guess. For me, it's hard to just accept that. I don't know if I mentioned this, but IMDb users gave it a 6 out of 10. I definitely would not give it that. I don't know if this kind of has like a cult following or what. I think for my rating, I'm going to give this a 2.5 out of 5. It's definitely watchable, and it has its moments, but it's not worth a 6. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up, and I will be doing House 2 next week. So we'll see you then, and thanks for watching.